What's up, everyone? December was very interesting. I finished some music. I got myself a musical Christmas gift or two. I ordered a third. And I have a meeting tonight with somebody very interesting. Okay, so I completed adding the Solina and the Streichfett to all 6 songs. And that's 5 originals and 1 cover, New Dawn Fades by Joy Division. And my next song is going to be another cover. It's going to be a Cure song. And I'm going to do a video that journals the entire process. 2 gifts I got myself for Christmas. I got myself a book light for my pedal board and a floor mat for my pedal board. And it has these arms, which you don't have to use, but I like them. And I have this mono pedal board which has this groove here, so this just goes right in. And you switch it on, right? Now that's the warm tone, and there's different levels. You have that, 2, 3, 4, and that's the warm tone. And you can have it can be different color temperatures. I like the one that's in between, and I like these arms because it would be like that, which is pretty good. That's even better. And I like the T shape, quite frankly. And these pedals are always on, and these pedals are always on. So the arms aren't really a huge. They're not a huge detriment. And then the chevron, yeah, you can see the chevron now. So that's my David Lynch effect. And David never really talked about what the chevron means, but you can see so much symbolism in it. You know, we have the up, and we have the down, up, down, day, night, man, woman, live, dead. We have the peak and the valley of a sound wave or a consciousness wave, and all the waves are together. Right? And we can go on and on and on. There's a lot of symbolism there. It's good to have a floor mat for your pedal board to slide around when you're on stage. You've got other people and gear is stored to the side, and you want to be able to pull it over easily. So a floor mat is really good for that. And I have a business meeting tonight. So my New Year's Eve was somewhat uneventful because I usually stay in if I'm not dating, if I'm not with somebody. And I've just been living in a cave for like over 6 months, being very introspective, doing a lot of shadow work, and working on my music. And I've only just recently accomplished enough insight to be able to go out and start mucking about, right? So when I did, Sam, the DJ, came over to me, and we had a really good conversation. And he wants to start a goth night at a club that doesn't have a goth night. Later, the owner of the club, Brian, pulled me over, and he mentioned the same thing. So I talked with Sam, and we are going to meet up tonight, as a matter of fact, and discuss what we're going to do. So I have gone from not being able to get any gigs to potentially booking myself whenever I want. so that's really, really wild and really cool. It's an extraordinary turn of events, but that's what they say. You know, you travel through the desert, and then once the oasis arrives, Can you hear the frogs? I don't live in a isolated area. Well, I do, but it's just a tiny little pocket. I live not too far from downtown Santa Cruz, but where I actually live is just right next to a creek, so it's mating season, so everyone's singing their song, including me. I'm single, right? Yeah. Right, the other thing that I did is I'm going to complete my studio by ordering a bass guitar. Now, my music has synth bass, but it doesn't have bass guitar, and it really should. So that's on order. I should have it next week, and I'll do a nice little unboxing video for that. That should be a lot of fun. And with that, I think that about covers it. So take care, keep cool, and stay in tune.